Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Spirit and welcome to my YouTube channel, the channel where I talk about personal growth and development, spirituality, and where I share journaling techniques with you and where I give my monthly tarot forecasts and advice. And today is one of those videos where I will give you my tarot forecast and advice for the month of December 2023. Let's wrap up this year 2023, and before I start pick a card forecast, I want to let you know that at the end of December and the beginning of January I will run two workshops, a series of workshops preparing you for the 2024 season. We will wrap up the 2023, we will analyze it together, we will reflect on it together, and then on the second day, on the second workshop, we will talk about 2024, what type of energy you will have at 2024. So using the numerology and using different journaling techniques, we will get ready for 2024. But before we get ready, we will reflect on 2023 together. If you are interested in signing up, follow all the links below in the description, and I can't wait to see you there. So let's start with pick a card forecast. Last forecast of the year, last forecast of 2023. And as you know, recently I changed the format and we are doing it in the pick a card format. So what decks do we have today? We have the basics. We have the Rider Tarot deck for our forecast. We have this beautiful illuminated tarot deck. And the last one, we have this colorful Aleister Crowley tarot deck as well. So 3 decks. And then the last part, some of you already know. And some of you are already familiar with this deck. It's emotional support pad deck. So let's wrap up this year and let me give you your emotional support animal for the month of December. So how we are going to do that, and the first forecast we are doing, pick a card forecast, is focused on love and romantic relationships. So you pick one card out of 3. Focusing on love and romantic relationships. So what should you expect in the month of December? Things you need to be aware of and pay attention to, how in general this sphere in your life is going to go in the month of December. And then the second pick a card forecast will be focused on career, focused on business, finances, career, some important aspects as well for you to consider. And the last one is the general tarot forecast and advice. You gotta follow and you gotta make sure that you are aligning with this energy of your card which you're going to pick. Again, there will be 3 cards and you will have to pick one. How do you pick? You just relax and try to think about the first number which comes to your mind out of 3. So 1, 2, or 3, and pick a card, okay? So the first one, as I said, will be focused on relationships. And for relationships, I will use my Rider Tarot deck. And if you haven't watched my video where I talk about tarot and different tarot decks, some of the decks, they work better for different topics. So in my case, the Rider Tarot deck works better for me when I do readings related to love and romantic relationships. The Illuminated Tarot deck will work better for career, for your self-realization. So we will use it in the second time, in the second round. And the last one, we will use this beautiful, colorful deck to give you the general forecast and advice. So let's start with the first one. And again, I will pick 3 cards. I will take 3 cards, and you gotta pick one out of 3. Card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. So one more time, think about your number. I have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So which one of these 3 is yours? So the first card is 5 wands, That's how it looks. The second is Six of Pentacles. That's how it looks as well. And the last card is Major Arcana. It's energy number 7, the Chariot. So let's start with the first card. I feel like this card speaks for itself in terms of the energy, in terms of what's happening here. And we can see in general when it comes to all number 5s, there are some conflicts. There's something that is troubling you. There's something that you're not feeling happy about. And for the first card, we can see that there's a lot of tension between you and other people. So you are fighting, you're getting into conflicts, you're getting into arguments. So there will be a lot of tension in your love life for the month of December. And what's important is that do not over exaggerate things. So all those conflicts, all those disagreements, they're not going to lead you anywhere. So instead of wasting your time, instead of wasting your energy, so it's just better to not even start them, not getting involved into them. Because if you get involved, that's it. We are fighting and we are having some problems. So that's why the intensity of the relationships, the chance of getting into the conflict, it's very high for the months of December. That's why be careful. Don't get into all of those fights. Try to listen, try to understand, try not to over exaggerate things, try not to get into the stage of explosion when things are not working out. But there are a lot of emotions and a lot of negative feelings, a lot of negative emotions. So if you are not in the relationships in general right now, and we're planning to get into relationships in months of December, there is some tension. Not best months to get into new relationships. There is something that is troubling you, maybe some disagreements with people, maybe they're just not the right people around you. Maybe it's not the time right now to focus on the relationships. You have other things to take care of and pay attention to. If you are in the relationships, I would encourage you to reduce this heat and lots of emotions, lots of tensions, which can potentially happen between you and your partner. And do not over exaggerate things. Do not make things worse. And remember that those conflicts, those disagreements, they will not lead you anywhere. That's why what's the point of having them? That's why what's the point in getting into them if it's not going to change anything? So do not waste your time, do not waste your energy and resources on all of those conflicts. Actually ask yourself, like me and you, like fighting right now, is it worth it? Will it get us anywhere? So that's why it can be a little bit messy in the relationship the months of December, but you can deal with everything. You can deal with all of those problems, just learning how to communicate and not getting into the fights with other people and other potential partners, or if you're in relationships already with your loved ones. Second one is the Six of Pentacles. And in general, when we talk about Pentacles related to career, related to finances, right? It's Pentacles, it's money. But when you look at the card, you can see that they're giving something to each other. They're helping each other. They show acts of kindness to each other. So that's why if we talk about the relationships, if you are not in the relationships, December can be a good month for the short-term relationships. Just, I don't know, meeting people, hanging out with people, nothing seriously that it will lead to like building a family, or it will lead to, like, you should take it easy, okay? In the months of December, I feel like in the months of December, there are so many other things to focus on. And if you're not in relationships right now, and for you, if you pick the card number 2, just take it easy, like be very easygoing with meeting people. Do not resist. If you want to hang out, go hang out, but do not put any expectations. Do not set up any expectations that you gotta meet someone like life-changing or something like that. Just enjoy hanging out with people, talking to them, giving you energy, building good relationships. It's just in general the good months to communicate with people and be around them. And as I said here, we give and we receive something. So giving a lot of emotions, positive things, and energy to other people, that would be great. If you are in relationships and you want to make them better, or how can you make the relationships better in the months of December, is by giving and showing your help to your partner. Maybe you've been struggling in your relationships. Maybe you've been getting into fights. Like, do something for your partner, give something. But at the same time, if you need any help, ask for a help as well if it's needed. So communicating, asking, like, do you need help? Yes or no? Can I help you? Is there something I can do for you? Like, always asking all of those questions will help you in your relationships in the months of December. And if you're not in relationships in general, taking care of other people around you and being open towards meeting new people and taking it very easy. Like, again, do not set up any expectations that you're gonna meet someone, that it's gonna be life-changing. That's it, we're getting married, we're building family. It's just like, enjoy the time, enjoy like the flow, enjoy how things are moving and going. But again, as I said before, it's a good month to meet some people, it's a good month to go out, it's a good month to explore different options if they're around you, if you're not in relationships. So it's a good month. It's a good month to meet different people, but not yet enter into relationships. And if you are in relationships, like, remember about balancing everything out. When we have the weights here, it's all about the balance. So if you're getting into the conflicts, technically you can balance everything out. You have all the resources, you have everything to negotiate different things. But again, when we're talking about balance, it is about the balance between giving and receiving. Maybe one partner in your relationships gives more and another one keeps on receiving, so it's a little bit uneven. We want to make sure that in the months of December it is all balanced out. Whatever you give, you get it back. So you're not only receiving but try to give to other people. Maybe you've been doing it one side only. Maybe you are doing everything for your partner and your partner doesn't do anything for you and not interested in that. So it's, again, you give more and there's less, so it's uneven. So we want to make sure we are on the same level. Like, the way we are getting involved into these relationships, it is on the same level. And if it is, everything is amazing. But if you're getting into fights and the conflicts, I would encourage you to look into that, because that could be a reason why something is not going right and why you're getting into the conflicts. The last one, the third card when it comes to the relationships, it's only one major arcana we have. And I always say when we have major arcanas, it means that something major can happen as well. So like, all major arcanas are very life-changing, and you got to be very careful with people you meet. Like, by careful I mean paying more attention to the people you meet, events which are happening in your life, because everything will make sense. So if we are talking about the relationships, the Chariot, he's very focused on himself. The Chariot, he is a warrior, right? He is a fighter, and he is going forward, and he is focused on his success. He is focused on his personal growth and development. So first idea when it comes to the Chariot and relationships, that in some cases there is no need for another person. There's no need for the relationships, because you have yourself and you're focused on yourself, you're focused on your growth. Relationships is just not your priority for the months of December. Like, your growth, maybe finishing like Chariot, it is a lot about the goals, setting up your goals, finishing the months of December, wrapping up this year, let's go, let's get it. So it's a lot of things oriented on yourself and your growth and your success and wrapping up your year and your goals, rather than on the relationships. So that's why everything is, in general, is good with love life, but just because it's not your focus for that month, it's not your focus for the months of December. What's important also to say, the Chariot, he loves the speed, he loves things moving and going. So in general, you would expect the months in your love life being maybe very active. Maybe you will meet a lot of people, different events, different activities, like going out, socializing, this and this. So I would actually encourage you to be more active, not sitting at home and waiting for your love life to get better. If you're not in relationships and you truly want them, I would encourage you to go out, be active, and being also focused on the interests of other people, not yourself only. Again, if you want to get into relationships and you don't have one right now, like, I would encourage you not to think about yourself only, but actually showing interest in other people. But again, it may not be just your priority for the month of December. Maybe right now it's like career and your growth is more important. But if you want, just focus again on other people, not yourself only. Asking them what are their interests, what do they want to do, how their life is going. So showing more interests in other people. If you are in the relationships, again, my idea is that the whole month is not, the relationship is not the primary focus. It is still here. You gotta solve your own things. You gotta focus on yourself in the months of December. There are no problems. Like, it's not causing you any harm, or it's not causing any harm or distractions to your love relationships, love life, if you are already in relationships. So there are no problems. It's just, again, the relationships is not going to be the primary focus, because there are more important things to do and take care of. But again, in order to avoid the conflicts with your partner, in order to avoid maybe like your partner can come and tell you, like, you're so focused on yourself, you're always working and you're doing things and you're not spending enough time with me. So give other people some time as well if you're already in relationships. Plus, it's a Christmas season, so I get it, and it's end of the year. We want to finish everything. We want to put all the check marks next to all our 2023 goals, but focus on other people as well. Communicate with them, be and show interest in what they're doing, what do they like, how they like spending time, and going and doing something together. Because the energy of the major kind of number 7, it is also about different activities, maybe going out somewhere, traveling together. So like doing some sort of activities together will unite you and will help your relationships. But the Chariot, we also call it the warrior, as a fighter. So don't fight. Please, like, you can be the reason why something is not working out, because you are fighting, you are resisting maybe towards something, and you got to be open towards whatever is going to happen, and open towards listening to another person in your relationships. So that was it for the relationship. So these 3 cards and 3 different energies, completely different energies for the month of December. Let me know in the comments below which card did you pick for the relationships. And we will move on to the career. We will move on to our career and business and personal growth and development, how it's going to go for the month of December. Already looking at the relationships and love life, I already can see that for many people, one of the main focuses is going to be on their career goals, wrapping up the year, maybe something you haven't done and you haven't been doing for the whole year. You will try to finish and wrap it up in December. I already see it, that for many people, the focus would be the career and their professional development and growth. Okay, let's see. Card number 1. Get the card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. Okay, let's reveal what do we have there. So the card number, one more time, card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So pick one card and write your card number in the comments below. So the card number 1 is the Magician. straight away. We start with a major arcana. The second one is, it's not from the regular tarot, so I will probably pull out one more card for people who pick the card number 2. It's the Well. It's called the Well, and it's 22nd energy. And it's only like it's from this deck. It's from the artist who created this deck. So they only have it here. And the third card is the 9 of Pentacles. That's how it looks. Overall, all 3 amazing, great cards. I love all of 3. So in general, I can see that for career, personal growth and development, for finances, great months for the majority of people, for many of you. So let's talk about the Magician. So when we are talking about the Magician, first of all, it's the major arcana. And as I already said so many times, when we get the major arcanas, it just shows us that something important and life-changing can happen during this month. So you gotta pay more attention to the people you meet, to different events, different activities in your life, where you go, what you're doing. So just be more aware of everything and all the surroundings around you. So when we are talking about the Magician, he wants to be the first. The first thing, whatever he does, he wants to finish the first. Maybe he wants to be the best at work. Maybe you have like commission-based work and you want to get the commissions, you want to get the bonus, like you want to get it all, and you want to be the best at your performance among all other people in your team. And so that's the mindset for the month of December, for your career, for your personal growth. You want to be the best, and it's great that you want to be the best. I want you to have this mindset. I want you to have this energy that I want to finish, I want to get it, I want to win it, and I want to finish this year as well on a positive note. So when it comes to the Magician, it is also about trying something new. So do not be afraid to try new activities, try new things for your work, for your career, for your finances, something that you've never done before. Maybe you always wanted to do it. Maybe for the whole year you wanted to do it. Maybe for the whole year you wanted to launch a certain product. Maybe you wanted to host a workshop. Maybe you wanted to start a podcast. Like the whole year you were thinking about it, and I want you to do it in December. The December, it is good for experiments. It is good for thinking outside of the box. It's good for creating something, creating the projects, creating new system. Again, something that you've been thinking and wanted to do for a long period of time. I encourage you to do that in the month of December. Go and try different things, different activities, something that you just truly enjoy. So do not think about the outcome. The whole idea about the Magician, he doesn't care about the outcome. He does not care where it will lead him, like how much money he will make out of it, of this project. He truly enjoys the process. So I want you to enjoy the process of whatever you are doing in the month of December. So that's the main advice for the month of December, for your career, for your personal growth and development. I want you to do things you haven't been doing for a long period of time, but you're truly wanting to do them for this long time, and I want you to enjoy the process. I want you to do something creative. I want you to try different things. Maybe you always wanted to try drawing and, like, I don't know, doing ceramics or something like that, and you just didn't allow yourself to do that. And in the month of December, go and do that. You always wanted to learn how to skateboard or snowboard. It's December. Snowboard, and go and give it a try. Go and sign up for different classes, different sessions, and truly enjoy the process. So the same idea for your career, for all your projects. You maybe wanted to launch your workshops and you just didn't do it for the whole year, and just go and do it and enjoy the process. Magician wants to be here and now and trying different things and trying different activities, learning new skills. Maybe you wanted to get a new skill. Maybe you wanted to get into a new sphere or new industry and wanted to try something new. Maybe you've been doing finances and you wanted to do a design. just go and do it. Just sign up for the workshop and go and do it. Like dedicate maybe Christmas holidays trying to do something new you have never done before. So overall, if we wrap up the Magician, all you have to do is to act. That's definitely not a month to sit and not do anything. It's very active month for your career, for your personal growth, acting and doing things and trying something new. That's the whole idea of the Magician. I highly encourage you and recommend you to do to get the most out of this month, to get this energy going, to get this new energy and the winner energy going for the month of December. The second card, the Wheel. As I said, for those who pick the second card, I will pull another card, because this card is from this deck only. It's not part of any other decks. But if we are talking about the Wheel, everything is doing amazing. You're doing amazing with your career, with your finances. You're doing well. And things are moving and going around. We can see all of those clouds, and we can see that things are actually moving around you. There's a speed as well. You gotta act, you gotta do things, and you gotta acknowledge and you gotta understand that everything is doing good. Like you are doing good. So let's just get another one to see what this Wheel is about. Just like let's pull another one. Okay, so what we have here is the Tower, the major arcana, and like in this deck, the Wheel, it is also the major arcana. So for those who pick the card number 2, that's gonna be like a life-changing month for you, the life of December, the month of December, for your career, for your personal growth, for different projects. Like it's gonna be something new. So if we talk about the Tower, it is a very strong and very powerful card. Some people are afraid of it. Some people are scared of the Tower because it looks like you're falling off the tower, and we can avoid that. How we can avoid falling off the tower is by the whole idea that you gotta clean up the space. You gotta let things go, things which are not relevant to you anymore. So dedicate your time in the month of December, wrapping up things, first of all, cleaning up what is unnecessary in your life, things which died out, things which are not relevant to you anymore, the projects you don't want to do for your career, for your finances. Just like try to think and analyze, do I want to take it with me to the next year? If there are certain clients, if there are certain people, if there is a work that you truly hate and you don't want to do that in a new year, it's time to clean it up, and it's time to see like, okay, what is important for me? And can I free up some space? Why do you need to free up some space? Because December in general, it's a good month to build something new. It's a good month to start new projects, start building new things when it comes to your career, starting from scratch, completely new projects, or in general, new year is coming in and you have this new energy of like being reborn and starting everything from the beginning. So since you have this energy, if you do not let things go, if you do not free up some space, the universe will do that for you, and not in the most pleasant way. It is pretty devastating when things are falling and crushing, not because you truly wanted them to go that way, but because you were forced, because you did not do it yourself. So in order to avoid these painful crushes of all your plans, of different things, I want you to start doing it by yourself. I want you to start prioritizing what is important for you. What do you want to do for your career? What you don't want to do? Can you let some things, some people go? Maybe some people are troubling you and stopping you in your personal growth and development journey and in your career. So try to ask yourself all of those questions and try to free up some space. It looks like there are a lot of things you want to do in the month of December. It looks like you want to do this and this and this, and maybe I want to do things I didn't do the whole year. I planned so many things for 2023, but I didn't do them. Now in the month of December, let me do it all. And it's not going to work out. If you are gonna get so many things, if you're gonna be greedy and you want to take this and this and you want to do that thing and you want to do the thing which you plan to do at the beginning of the year, things can crash. Things can crash. And why things can crash? Because there's not enough space for you to handle it all. So set up your priorities, let things go. It's time to literally and actually think about what is not relevant to me anymore. What things are there any things that died out? Some projects, some clients, some relationships, like business relationships, right? Like partnerships, because we are talking about the career and business. If it's time to let them go, maybe it's time to wrap up this year and it's time to finish some of the projects. So I want you to end and wrap up the things, and I want you to clean up the space. I want you to organize everything. If you are not going to do it, if it's going to be very messy and if you're going to be everywhere, things may not go well, and we have the will, right? But in order for things to go well, we need to sort everything out. You need to be more organized, and you need to set up your priorities and understand what is more important and let things go. Honestly, like declutter, like in anything, in whatever you do for a living, for your career, for your personal growth and development. Maybe you decided to sign up into lots of different workshops, but it's time to actually prioritize which one of them is more important for you. Like, what do you want to get? If you want to read and learn something new, like what is more important? Is there enough space, enough time for all of this right now? Or maybe you can do it in the next year. So please be very careful, because if you are not, you can fall like this, and we want to avoid that. But otherwise, it's a good month to build, to create, but we are building and creating. Before we do that, we want to make sure that there is enough space in terms of our capacity that we can actually afford to do that. Last one, if you pick the card number 3, it's 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful, amazing card. She is going around, she is getting this and picking up the grapes that symbolize all of the resources. They symbolize that here's your harvest, get it, like you earned it. So whatever you've been working towards for the whole year, and like even the whole 2023 year, potentially, like you will get it. You will get, and you will see the result of your work. Maybe you will get a bonus at work, maybe you will get more clients, maybe you are getting paid by the end of the year, quarterly or something like that. So in the month of December, it is time to get and enjoy all the resources, enjoy all of those presents which are going to be given to you, enjoy the success, enjoy, because it's a Pentacles, right? Pentacles are about money, they are about the career. So we can see that you are going to do amazing, and you're gonna get some extra income, you're gonna get some extra sources maybe of income. So you are getting it, you are getting paid off for all your hard work, for whatever you've been doing, maybe for the past couple months, maybe even for the whole year. You will get it. So I want you to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy this time. I want you to allow yourself and to celebrate it. Do something good for yourself. Maybe like you will get a bonus at work. Go and buy something for yourself. You truly deserve it. You truly deserve to get all this abundance. You truly deserve to get all of those resources, to get all of those pentacles you've been working towards for a long time. So like once you get them, ask yourself like, what makes me happy? Like earning or getting resources, like what makes me happy in terms of your career, your finances, and your personal growth and development. And whatever makes you happy, do it for yourself. So overall, amazing, great card for your business, for your growth. Everything is going, everything is moving, you're getting paid off for all your hard work. So it's amazing card. So truly enjoy this time. There's nothing to worry about here, and yeah, like it's a great card. It's a great month for your career and a great month for your business. And again, in order to collect all of this, we continue working. It doesn't mean that I'm telling you this right now that you can just stop and do nothing because you have a card about like collecting all of this harvest and all of those money and coins. It doesn't mean that now you sit and do nothing and relax for the month of December. No, you continue doing what you've been doing. It's just a sign that you've been doing something correctly. You've been doing something right. And in the month of December, you will be paid off for all your hard work and all your efforts. So that was it for the month of December for the career, for personal growth of development. That's the card number 1. We have 2 cards for the people who picked the second card, and that's the last card for the career and personal growth and development. So the last forecast is the pick a card forecast, the general forecast related to just in general, like my forecast and advice for you. Things you gotta be careful, maybe you gotta pay attention to in the month of December. Just again, as I said, general forecast and advice for you. So the card number 1. The card number 2. And the card number 3. So let's see what we have here. So for the card number, this is card number 1. One more time, if you haven't picked it yet. The card number 2. And the card number 3. So write your card number below in the comments. We'll just see how many different cards do we have. The card number 1, it's the 7 of Cups. That's how it looks. Card number 2 is 4 of Cups. That's your card. And the third card, if you pick the card number 3, that's a major arcana number 20. And tarot, regular tarot, we call it the Judgment. Here we go. So let's see, what do we have here? So for the first card, for the 7 of Cups, if you pick the first card, my main advice for you is to stay connected with the reality. With the 7 of Cups, sometimes we are a little bit lost. We don't know what's going on in our life. We don't know what's going on in different areas of our life. We feel a little bit lost. And the whole idea is that sometimes we have some certain illusions about our life. We have so much expectations from ourselves, from different people. That's why we are feeling lost. We don't know on what we should focus on, what should we do, and is it this and this? We have 7 different options and we're struggling picking it up. So the whole idea is to stay more connected with this reality. Don't get too much into dreaming. I know it's a Christmas and holiday season. We want to make a wish, we want to dream, and we want to have these fairy tales, emotions and feelings and magical things to happen. But for you, if you pick the card number 1, it's good. It's good to have all of those magical thinking, but you got to stay connected with the reality. You got to stay more connected with this present time and what's happening in your life here and now. Okay? So look at the things with a clear perspective. Is it truly what you want? Is it truly what you think? And if you are staying more connected with the reality, if you are actually looking at the things with a clear vision and not making them look better, and you're not trying to idealize them and make them perfect, that's a whole another idea of the 7 of Cups. Do not try to idealize things. Nothing is perfect and nobody is perfect. So just enjoy the present time, enjoy the present moments. That's like, I keep on repeating this phrase so many times, but you truly gotta do that. Okay, so avoid all of the illusions, avoid being dishonest with yourself as well, because those illusions can be towards yourself, towards your future and whatever's happening in your life. Maybe about your growth, maybe about your career, maybe about your love life. So like, we are avoiding that. I want you to look at the things from the real life perspective, and life is not always about the rainbows and unicorns, that everything is so perfect and amazing and lovely. Again, as I said, I get it, it's Christmas season. Christmas time, we want to have this fairy tales mode, but because of this you may lose this connection with the reality, which we are trying to avoid. Okay, so we're avoiding illusions, we are staying connected and truthful to ourselves, and maybe like journaling, writing it all down, writing all your thoughts down, because you may feel a little bit lost, and like your mind can be a little bit foggy. Since your mind is a little bit foggy, I would encourage you to limit drinking, smoking, taking any drugs or something like that, because your mind is already all over the place and you're already feeling a little bit lost. And drinking, let's say alcohol, it's not gonna make it better, it's not gonna make your vision more clear. So we want to avoid that. Actually, having good habits, positive habits, healthy habits, that's more beneficial for you. Four of Cups. If we are talking about Four of Cups, they're all about different feelings, about different emotions. And when we're talking about Four of Cups, we're always talking about some opportunities that will be given to you in the months of December. But the thing is that you don't see some. You're feeling a little bit depressed, you're feeling a little bit sad, you're feeling like nothing is moving, nothing is going anywhere, there's nothing good, there are no opportunities. Nothing. Like, you are just so focused on the negative aspects. So I want you to avoid that mindset. I want you to avoid thinking that there's nothing, no opportunities, nothing is moving, nothing is growing. Actually, everything is going, everything is moving, and there are opportunities around you. You're just looking too far away and you're not looking at the right place. All the answers are already in front of you, literally. Like, you have everything. You have maybe people who can help you. You have some people with whom you can meet and they can give you these opportunities. Maybe you actually have, like, maybe you've been saying like, oh, I will spend my Christmas by myself because there is nobody around me. But actually, there are people who invited you to celebrate Christmas together. Actually, there are so many options, and you're just so focused on the negative aspects only that you don't see great and amazing things around you. So use these opportunities. The life, the universe, it will give you some chances. It will give you lots of great and amazing things in the months of December. But I want you to see them, and you are a little bit in your own world. You're a little bit upset about things which are happening. So stop being frustrated, stop being upset, stop being sad, stop being anxious about things. You are doing great, you are doing amazing, and there are so many amazing things around you, amazing people, amazing opportunities. So you gotta open your eyes and look into that. The world luxury is here, right? You have it all. You have all of those resources. You have all this luxury which is given to you, which you sometimes not seeing and not using. Okay, so all your dreams, whatever you want to get in life, it's actually closer than you think. It's just like you are not seeing it, or you don't want to see that. Like, you took the position of being sad and upset about different things, so you don't see anything positive. But I want you to see the positive, because there are so many amazing and great things in your life. The card number 3 at the forecast, my advice for the card number 3, it's a major arcana, right? All major arcanas are life-changing, and the judgment, it is related to family, it is related to our ancestors. So maybe the months of December will be, some processes will be slower than you want them to be. So don't be frustrated. Like, learn how to be patient. Yes, it's better not to start something new it's better not to start like something completely new, some new processes. Maybe you want to get a divorce and you want to start it in December, so just better not to start it in December, postpone it until January. Maybe different surgeries, like some important things, surgeries or something like that. I would not recommend doing that in December, because like things can take more time. Let's say with the surgery, it may take more time to heal. With the divorce process, it's just like nothing may not happen even in the month of December, because everything is slowly, it's a holiday season, nothing is gonna move anywhere. So be ready that things may take some time, and that's okay. Learn how to adapt to this slow speed. And as I said at the beginning, the judgment, it is also related to ancestors, related to our family. So dedicating more time to your family, to your loved ones, spending more time with your parents if they're still around, spending more time with your kids if you have kids. So in general, being more connected to your family, to your ancestors, and being around them, it's a huge thing for you in the months of December. If you have some negative relationships, you have some problems with some people in your family, of some family members, I would encourage you to focus on that, and I would encourage you to work on that so you don't have negative feelings and emotions. I want you to forgive people. I want you not to judge, because the card called the Judgment. I want you not to judge other people. Avoid all the judgments. Just accept people the way they are. Like, let them focus on their lives. So do not judge them. Do not judge their choices, their decisions, their lifestyles. Just truly be around them and support them for whatever is going to happen around them during the month of December. So that was for people who picked the card number 3. One more time, that the card number 1 for you, the focus and advice, the card number 2, and the card number 3. So let me know in the comments below which card did you pick. And the last thing we are going to do for today is to get our emotional support animal pet for the month of December. So it's kind of the same style what we did before. It's going to be pick a card format. So I will pull 3 cards, and you will have to pick 1 out of 3 to get your emotional support animal and to get your extra support for the month of December. If something is going wrong and you're feeling devastated, anxious, depressed, remember about this emotional support animal, which is always going to be around you. So let's pick a card. Card number 1, it's here. Card number 2, and card number 3. So think about your number one more time. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Write your card number in the comments below, and let's reveal the card number 1. We have this beautiful, I think it's lizard. So let's read the message. The voice that tells you that you aren't good enough apparently does not know you at all. You are amazing. You see, if you have lots of self-doubts, if you're so negative about yourself, if you're so demanding from yourself, if you're so strict with yourself, and just gotta remember that whatever little voice is inside of you probably doesn't know you at all, because remember about this little lizard, you are amazing, right? So take this with you, and take this emotional support animal with you, and remember about this special message if you are feeling down in the month of December. For people who pick the second card, that's your emotional support animal. That's a lovely doggy. It's going to be okay. So if you are struggling, if you feel like nothing is moving, nothing is going, and everything is just crashing, it's going to be okay. You are gonna do amazing. It's just like, let it be, and it's going to be okay. Everything is good. And remember about this lovely emotional support animal for you for the month of December. For people who picked the third card, that's your emotional support animal. I don't It looks like a cat to me, just like the color palette is a little bit different. So the message here is, every time you thought life would defeat you, you were wrong. You were wrong. You are unstoppable. You can go and through everything in your life. You got it. If something is not going in the direction you want it to go, it's okay. You got it. You are unstoppable. That's your emotional support animal. That's our 3 emotional support animals for the month of December. If you feel down, always come back to this video, listen to this message again, and look at your emotional support animal. Remember about them, that they are next to you and supporting you and being around you, that you can go through everything during the month of December. And thank you everyone for watching, and thank you everyone for watching all my videos during this 2023 season, and for looking and watching all of this tarot forecasts and advice, monthly tarot forecasts and advice, and for being with me and commenting and sharing my videos with your friends, with your family, with other people around you. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate your support, and I'm grateful that you've been with me during this whole 2023 season. Some of you have been with me for even more years before that. Thank you everyone again so much. I truly appreciate you being here and helping me on my journey and sharing this forecast and advice with you and with the world. Thank you, and have a lovely holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone. And if you celebrate New Year, Happy New Year to everyone. I will see you in the new year in 2024. And again, maybe I will see you sooner in one of my workshops. Maybe you'll sign up for both, reflecting on the 2023 and getting ready for 2024. It will be based on numerology and some different journaling techniques for personal growth and development. So follow all the links below. You'll find all the information there. Thank you, and have a wonderful holidays.